Retired Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg joins us. General, Iran has been threatening a direct attack on Israel for almost 2 weeks. Why the delay?
Yeah, Stuart, thanks for having me this morning. Good to be with you, because they're scared. Look, here's what they know. They know that the Israelis will respond from any attack, in kind or worse. The Israelis have a philosophy. It's called Dahiyya. And Dahiyya basically was a suburb in Beirut that Hezbollah occupied, and in 2006 they leveled it. And what that means is the Israelis have always believed in what is called disproportionate escalation. Instead of going a tank for a tank, a village for a village, a building for a building, they go up the escalation ladder really fast. So what I'm saying is that if Iran and the supreme leader, Khamenei, says, well, we're going to attack them with a lot of missiles and we're going to hit Tel Aviv or some places like that, then you can expect the Israelis to respond by either going after the supreme leader, going after their nuclear sites, going after their infrastructure. This is how the Israelis fight. And because of that, I think they've paused. When this first started over 2 weeks ago, I said, oh, they're going to come back. Here comes Armageddon knocking at your door. But the longer this has gone, it's good. Oh, they're really nervous about the Israeli response. So I think they're holding back. I'm not too sure they are going to respond. It's sort of like what they did when we killed Soleimani under President Trump, and then they responded with actually hitting a lot of dirt around Al Udeid Air Base. Nobody was killed. Some people had some concussions, but there was no damage, and they said, we're done, and the president said, we're done. They may go that route, where they're going to say, let's just kind of say we're going to save face and walk away from it.
All right, General. New video shows the Taliban in Afghanistan parading our military equipment. Now, they're celebrating the botched withdrawal which happened 3 years ago. All right, General, has anyone been held accountable for this debacle, and should they? Who should be held accountable?
Yeah, Stuart, you know, look, we lost a 20-year war, and there's a lot of people who should be held accountable, both military and government as well. But primarily it falls on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, because they walked away from the Doha Agreement. That was the agreement that President Trump put in place. It wasn't a perfect agreement. No agreements are perfect. But it was pretty darn good to set the stage for a good conflict ending time in Afghanistan. And it was a conditions-based agreement. And Biden just walked away from that. Most importantly, what President Trump had done is he had established a personal relationship with Omar Baradar, who was the lead Taliban negotiator. So we had that relationship as well. And when President Trump talked to Baradar, and I was in the Oval Office when that happened, he told them what would happen if they didn't fulfill their agreement. And even though it was translated, I kept thinking to myself, boy, how is this being translated? Because it's pretty stern. After that discussion with Baradar, not a single American was killed in over a year in Afghanistan. But Biden walked away from that agreement. That was the Biden and Harris agreement, because remember, Kamala Harris said she was the last person in the room when the Afghan decision was made by Biden. She owns it. But we had it in place, and the embarrassment you see today is them parading around with the equipment we left behind. Oh, by the way, never forget, ever, those 13 great Americans we lost at Abbey Gate when we had the withdrawal.
Got it. General, thanks very much for joining us. See you again real soon.